Well, this is going to be a classic. Friends, the Toyota Wigo TRD Sport versus the Honda Brio RS. Let's do this. Hello guys, I'm Reygan and welcome back to another Car Comparo. If you're new to my channel, I hope you click that subscribe button for your regular dose of Philippine automotive content. If you're my subscriber already, well, sit back, relax, and enjoy this mano a mano after you click that like button. Also, special thanks to Honda Cars Manila for providing the Honda Brio RS and to Toyota Motor Philippines for lending us the Toyota Wigo TRD Sport. The Toyota Wigo has been the reigning mini hatchback champion, dominating its category with its vaunted Toyota reliability and popularity. Toyota managed to sell more than 9,000 Wigos just in 2020 alone, making this Wigo the runaway sales champ in the segment. Not to be left behind, the Honda Brio RS is still a top contender in the mini hatchback segment with more than 3,200 proud Honda Brio owners just for 2020 alone. Well, by looking at the sales figures in 2020, it seems that the Toyota Wigo already has the upper hand, but that these new Wigo owners make the right choice. Well, that's what this Comparo aims to find out. This Car Comparo will be a 6-round matchup where the two cars will fight it out in the following categories: price, exterior looks, interior cabin quality, tech, space, and the drive. At the end of the video, we will see who will be crowned the winner based on the most number of points. So if you guys are ready, let's do this. Turn up. Let's go. The Honda Brio RS has a retail price of 730,000 Philippine pesos, but if you want it in this black top option, you'll have to pony up another 5,000 pesos more. The Toyota Wigo TRD Sport, on the other hand, comes out swinging with a retail price of a flat 700,000 Philippine pesos. Now, that is a huge price difference of 35,000 pesos, which probably explains the higher sales figures for the Toyota Wigo. Now, both of these cars have a 3-year warranty, so that's a tie there. And when it comes to resale value, well, what are we talking about, guys? It's a Toyota and a Honda. So yeah, resale value is also practically a tie. Now, since the Honda Brio RS is more expensive, well, it can only take home 4 points in the price category, while the Wigo TRD Sport gets 5 points. Turn up. Let's go. The Wigo TRD-S has an angular, sporty look that attracts attention despite its size. In this yellow color, it catches your eye even more. However, the Wigo TRD only has 14-inch alloy wheels, which are too small to even be called sporty. And the body kit has that 90s tacked-on look to it that is an acquired taste. As such, the Wigo TRD-S only gets 4 points in the looks category. The Honda Brio RS also gets RS-specific badges and a body kit, but the kit has been better integrated into the body of the Honda Brio RS. Now throw in that black top roof and you have a more visually appealing package right here. Now the Brio RS also gets larger 15-inch alloy wheels in a design that is specific only to the Honda Brio RS. Now, that is a win in my book. So since the Honda Brio RS was able to implement that sporty vibe much better than the Wigo TRD Sport, well, it takes 5 points in the looks category. Turn up. Let's go. The cabin materials of the Honda Brio RS are mostly plastic, but the quality of the plastics used here are more appealing than that of its rival. We also get orange accents here on the dashboard, on the door cards, and on the aircon vents, which helps to liven up this plastic cabin. Now the seats are wrapped in fabric and the steering wheel is also urethane, but the fit and finish of the cabin of this Brio RS is pretty tight. Well, as expected from a Honda product. So because we've got some slightly better quality of materials here in terms of the plastic, plus these orange accents to help liven up the cabin, well, the Honda Brio RS takes 5 points in the cabin materials category. The Wigo cabin is also made of plastic, but Toyota chose to use ultra-durable plastics here, hence the feeling inside is a bit lower rent than that of the Honda Brio. The Wigo gets more comfortable seats though, so this should help the Wigo gain some more points. The fit and finish is also decent, pretty similar to the Honda Brio, but because, well, the Wigo makes use of ultra-hard plastics, plus it's mostly blacks and grays here, well, the Wigo TRD Sport can only get 4 points in the cabin materials category.
Let's go.
The Honda Brio RS is a point A to B commuter, hence the tech features remain stuck in the 90s. We do get a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system here, but it only has Bluetooth. Wait, did they have Bluetooth in the 90s? I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway, this thing doesn't have a reverse camera as well, and we also don't get an engine push start button. So when you compare it to its rivals, the Honda Brio RS kind of feels stripped down, and because it lacks these tech features to begin with, well, the Honda Brio RS can only do 3 points in the tech category. The Wigo's cabin may be low rent, but when it comes to its tech features, it throws a knockout punch. It gets a smaller 6.75-inch touchscreen infotainment system here, but this comes with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, plus a reverse camera. Now, the Wigo also has an engine push start button versus the traditional key that the Honda Brio gets. So, because the Toyota Wigo TRD-S threw a roundhouse kick in the tech features segment, it takes 5 points in the tech category.
Turn up. Let's go.
The Wigo is surprisingly spacious for such a tiny car. At 5'6", I got a good amount of space here such that 2 average-sized Asian adults could comfortably sit at the back seat of the Wigo. However, if you put a third person in the middle, well, things might get a little bit tight. Now, the trunk tells a different story though. The Wigo doesn't get a trunk opener here at the back, which is a major convenience setback. Now, when you finally get this thing open though, you'll see that with the back seats folded, the Wigo can give you 421 liters of cargo capacity, which is small, especially when you compare it to the Honda Brio RS. As such, well, the Wigo can only get 4 points in the space category. The Honda Brio RS may be lacking when it comes to tech, but Honda's brilliant use of cabin space makes it the runaway winner in the space category. The back seat is practically similar to the Toyota Wigo TRD Sport, but it's the cargo carrying capacity that the Honda Brio truly shines. The Honda Brio RS gets an actual trunk opener right here at the back. Now that gives this car an extra point. Now, when you pop open this liftgate, you'll see that the Brio RS can accommodate up to 710 liters of cargo capacity, which easily outpaces the Toyota Wigo's practicality. So because of the brilliant use of cabin space, plus that trunk opener located at the back, well, the Honda Brio RS takes 5 points in the space category.
Turn up. Let's go.
The Brio's larger 1.2-liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine means that we get more horses and torque on tap in this car. The Honda Brio RS has 89 horsepower and 110 Newton-meters of torque, making it a more capable sprinter when you compare it to the Wigo TRD-S. However, despite that higher engine output, the Brio RS still gets the same fuel economy figures as the Wigo TRD, so that is another point for the Brio RS. However, well, we do get a CVT transmission here, but that is slightly offset by the fact that we also have a sport mode in the Brio. Now, the NVH levels of this car is also much smoother when you compare it to the Wigo because of that 4-cylinder gasoline engine. Now, normally 4-cylinder motors are smoother than their 3-cylinder counterparts because of that even number of cylinders in the motor. So that results in lesser engine vibrations inside the cabin. So because the Brio RS has a higher overall engine output plus a much smoother NVH inside the cabin, well, the Honda Brio RS takes 5 points in the driving category. The Toyota Wigo TRD-S has a smaller 1-liter 3-cylinder naturally aspirated gasoline engine that can put out 65 horsepower and 89 Newton-meters of torque. Now, the transmission is also an older 4-speed automatic transmission, but it is tuned brilliantly and has a better low-end response than the Honda Brio CVT. The NVH levels, however, is on the poor side. You see, even at idle, the vibrations coming from the engine can be felt inside the Toyota Wigo. The suspension noises whenever you're going over a rough road can also be heard inside this cabin. So because of the lower power output plus that poorer NVH, well, the Toyota Wigo TRD can only do 4 points in the driving category.
Turn it up. Let's go.
After a grueling 6-round fight, the Honda Brio RS emerged as the overall points winner with its 27 points versus the Wigo's 26 points. The Wigo may have had the edge in the price and the tech segments, but the Honda Brio RS smoother drive, larger cargo space, and better cabin materials gave it that final winning edge. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this Comparo, and until my next one, thanks for watching.